mountains to climb. From trekking across Turkey, to hiking in Tibet, to climbing the Great Wall of China, to kayaking off the coast of Nova Scotia in a major storm, to post-holing across snow bridges at Blue Glacier in the Olympic Mountains, to summiting Mount St. Helens in a whiteout. One day in 2003, we were hiking in the Teton Mountain Range in Wyoming's Jackson Hole Valley. Although it was early July, a lot of snow remained on the ground. In fact, when we arrived at the Lake Holly backcountry campsite we had been so lucky to reserve, we realized it was available because other people knew it would still be under 3 feet of snow. Oops. On the second day, after having already missed a turn on our trail the day before, as all the trail markers were completely buried in snow, we estimated a 4-hour trek to get over Paintbrush Divide. It's a pass that in summertime is a typical series of switchbacks, challenging but certainly not treacherous. We were puzzled because all we saw was this big, steep wall of snow in front of us. Surely this wasn't the pass. Yet, scanning way up on top, we spotted a few hikers, appearing the size of ants. We quickly realized this was the only way, and now we understood why. When we registered our route with the National Park Service, the park rangers had required us to bring ice axes. Indeed, we would be ice axing our way straight up and over this steep, snow-covered pass just to, unbeknownst to us, post-hole our way across unstable, melting snow before going down the other side to our registered campsite. Okay, decision time. Do we try to climb straight up and over this thing, which would require forcefully kicking one foot into the snow to create a solid foot plant, followed by kicking the other foot in, and then planting the ice axe firmly a foot higher on the mountain every step of the way? Or do we create our own switchbacks and go at an angle? The pitch seemed so scary that I opted for the latter, while Nancy went straight up. It's also worth noting that we were each carrying 50-pound packs. The result? After several intense hours, I was about 3/4 of the way up when my pack shifted and threw off my balance. I barrel rolled back down that pass, out of control. All my practice arresting with the ice axe before leaving for our trek was for naught. The sharp ice axe wildly swung around me, and when I finally came to a halt at the bottom, I was dizzy and didn't know if I was hurt or not. The ice axe had punctured my shorts and underwear and was sticking out the other side, narrowly missing my thigh artery. I was breathing heavy and stunned. My face was bruised and bloody from slamming into the mountain on every somersault at increasing speed. Suffice it to say, I dodged multiple bullets on many levels. But now the biggest obstacle was my absolute terror at starting up that pass again. Nancy was already at the top, so I saw only 2 choices. We could abort our plans and head back, or I could summon the courage to climb up again, alone. Instead, Nancy, incredibly loyal friend that she was, came back down, strategically keeping her pack at the top to ensure it would be a harder choice to turn back. Incidentally, I only found that out when writing the story for this book. And together, step by step, she talked me up that pass. After 10 exhausting hours, we arrived at our registered campsite. I looked at Nancy and she smirked and said, "So this is why we train so hard." But even our most misguided adventures were some of the best experiences of my life. And the fact that we were fit enough to go 10 hours for an unintended detour made it all possible. All those miles around Lake Monona were worth it as we summited mountains and explored new countries. Sometimes you need to consistently do boring things to prepare yourself for larger challenges. We did that Lake Monona run for years, dozens of times, often in agonizing weather conditions. When you train, you can take on major challenges that otherwise would seem insurmountable. Being physically fit not only